Hello, friends. This is Ali Jamal, the love coach, and we are meeting with another conversation. And today we are talking about hiding in your life. Why we hide. How can you see in your own life if you're hiding, if you're, putting yourself out there? And what does that even mean? And how to even get out of that mess? So, the conversation starts not from like, are you hiding? The conversation starts from a place, what do you want in your life? Let's say you want a better career, you want a partnership, maybe you want more kids, maybe you want to create a change in the world. What is it that you want? That is where the conversation starts. Now, if there's something that you want, but it's not happening and you're just settled with good old life and you know that you're settling with something that is not enough for you, you internally feel that I want more, but then at the same time you don't know how to make that happen. Then ask yourself, where in your life are you not comfortable being fully seen? Where in your life you're not comfortable being vulnerable? Where in your life you're afraid of rejection? At the core of it, it's fear of rejection that keeps us hiding from our own self, from our own light. Now it takes us to why do I even want to be seen or come out of this whole hiding scenario? If I keep hiding, if you keep hiding, what we are taking away from this world is your unique light, your unique expression of life itself. Now, you might say, well, I have a amazing accounting job and I change so many people's lives every day. I help them, fix the chaos that is going on in their life. But deep down, you know that you're not satisfied. What is that next step that you would like to take and that you're not taking? That is where the fear of rejection is. We, if you're an adult watching this, of course, we all got like, decent lives. But there is that little thing within us that wants more, that wants something different. And we are afraid to take that leap of faith. Somewhere in there, we are hiding. Now, the tool that we use to hide is excuses. We tell ourselves stories and we believe those stories and we hide behind those stories. That story can be like, I'm too busy to make a career shift, or I am too busy to get into a serious partnership, or I don't have enough time to exercise, or it could be, cooking clean is just so hard. What are those excuses that are keeping you away from what you truly desire? What are those excuses? If you can find those excuses, you can shift them. You can go against those excuses. You can eliminate them from your consciousness, and you can become a different and a higher version of you. That's how we do it. But why there's a gap left? What is this gap that excuses can even get inside? Now, that is what I love to talk about. That gap is the gap in your relationship with yourself. When we don't have a healthy relationship with ourselves, when we are not validating ourselves, then we need that validation from other people. Whether we need that from our accomplishment, we need it from our trophies, or look at her, she is so settled in her life, then we get it from there. Now, if I get it from there, I'm always going to be afraid of losing it. That is fear of rejection. The gap exists because I am not validating myself. I never learned how to validate myself. If you never learn how to validate yourself and to have a healthy relationship with yourself, then you're depending on outer validation and you're afraid of losing that. So you're going to stay in a box and you're going to live in that box because you're afraid if you step out of that box, people might reject you. And how do we heal it? we can make shifts here and there by like, shifting your excuses. That's why a lot of people, they love to watch motivational videos because it gives them the energy that force for like 24 hours. And then next day they're like, well, this video is not working for me. And some people, they listen to a motivational video, or like, something motivational every single morning, every single morning, every single morning. And then if you're like me on day 20, you're like, I don't want to do that. And then your body consciousness take over, and then you go back to being wherever you started. If you really want to come out of that loophole, if you want to discover how or what is another way of being, that is healing your relationship with yourself, learning to feed your own energy to yourself and not seeking it from outside of you. When you get to that level, my friend, you're a free being. You go out there, you take risk, you do things that you couldn't even imagine before. It happens to me like, every now and then I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I just did that. Like, the Alia from like 4 or 5 years ago, she'll be like, that's not even possible that this girl can do that. What has shifted? Healing my relationship with myself more and more and more every single day. If you do want to be seen in your life, and I don't mean like, be on the TV or like, some people, their idea of being seen is like, they want to go out and, be just naked and naked photography and they want to put up there. I don't mean that at all. When I say being seen, what I mean to say being seen is seen living your full light, where you're not withholding your gifts. There's a very unique gift within you. It's not within me. It's not within your siblings. It's not in your parents. It's not in your kids. It's not in your husband either. It's within you. It's unique to you. When the world is going to benefit from that very unique light that only you carry, when you will let go the fear of being rejected, that is when all the excuses will drop. That is when you would not be afraid of seeing, expressing your full light, because you'll be feeding yourself that validation. Because your relationship with your soul is going to be so strong that it doesn't matter who's watching. It doesn't matter what other people are saying about you. Your loyalty is going to be your own soul. It's not going to be with other people. Other people have no idea what you have been through. Like no one in this world have any idea what I have been through. I know, my soul knows, my creator knows, no one else knows. It's impossible for anyone to know 100% what you go through. So then it's my job to be loyal to myself, loyal to my soul. It's your job to be loyal to your soul and learn how to express that light with no withholding, at full volume. The world gets to know who you really are. It might be through a different career. It might be through a product or business that you're going to create. It might be the writing you're going to put out. It might be, just going to a higher level of management where you'll be able to, manage your own team in a way where you truly inspire them and you're not hiding behind your little desk anymore. You're really out there creating an impact in other people's life because you're not holding back your light. That is how we get to the level where you're seen. That is when the excuses drop. That is when you're not afraid of like, this excuse, that excuse. What if I self-sabotage myself? That is when you completely bypass that whole mechanism. Because what you have done, you have healed the gap. There's no gap within you. You got a rock solid relationship with yourself. It doesn't matter if your best friend is standing next to you anymore once you have created this career shift, or your siblings are standing next to you, you're true to yourself. And I can say that, I have personally walked all that path. I roll in world alone, stand tall, still extremely happy. Why? Because my loyalty is to my soul. I know every other relationship that I have in this physical world, it's temporary. Everyone is going to leave me. I know that. The only person who's not going to leave me is me. That relationship goes till my deathbed. And then soul come out of the body and then it's a different story. So once you heal that gap within you, my friend, you are a force of nature that no one can stop you. And especially like, I address women and especially I address moms. If you're in a woman body, you're even more powerful than anything out there. Do not let that go to waste. Don't sit on your excuses. Don't stay stuck. Let yourself heal your relationship with yourself. Let yourself be the person where you validate yourself. And if that is something, you're like, I have no idea, Alia, how to do that, I'm here. That is my specialty. I can help you with that. Can reach out to me, comment below, DM me, uh, find me however however you want. But that is the best gift you can give to yourself. So if next time you see that you're hiding because you got a story in your mind, because there's an excuse that you got, no, the reason that thing even exists because there's a gap between you and you. You can, work with the regime, you can be an accountability group, you can work on all that, but whenever you'll be left alone, you're going to drop. And that is when we think there's something wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with you, my friend. You just got a gap in your own home. That's why water is seeping through. So what you gotta do? Heal that gap. Heal your relationship with yourself. That is the name of the game. So with that, I'm gonna end it. I'm sending you all so much love. Please share this with someone else who might need to hear it because a lot of people think that their excuses are so real, the story in their mind is so real, and that's why they are where they are. No, wherever you are, if you don't want to be there, you're there because there's a gap in your inner world. Your relationship with yourself is not healthy. And once you work on that, you change, your world change, and world gets to benefit from the light that exists within you. So please share it with other people. I'll be back tomorrow with so much love. Bye.